So the saga continues. Oscar De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia, they not signing the contract. And I'm going to tell you in this video why Oscar De La Hoya says he's not signing the contract yet. Before we get into this next video, make sure that you hit my like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber, and make sure that you hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of my videos when I'm dropping them. Here we go again, y'all. The saga continues and it's playing out just like I said it was gonna play out. Now, we've been going back and forth with this Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis stuff for a long time. Now, most of the problem was because of the networks. We didn't think that the networks, and that's Showtime and DAZN, because they've never really done business together and they really don't like each other like that as far as doing business with each other. We all know Oscar De La Hoya, he pretty much hates Al Heyman, and he's holding a grudge against Al Heyman from years ago because Oscar De La Hoya, he couldn't keep his nose clean, literally, and he pretty much let Golden Boy Promotions go to crap. You know, he lost all of his superstar fighters and upcoming superstar fighters that he had at Golden Boy Promotions. And most of those big name fighters, they signed to Al Heyman. So he feels that Al Heyman stole all of his fighters, you know, but that wasn't the case. None of the fighters wanted to stay with Golden Boy because Oscar De La Hoya didn't know how to run his business correctly. Actually, Richard Schaefer was the one that was running the business. And once Richard Schaefer left, that was pretty much the downfall of Golden Boy. Now Golden Boy is at the bottom and they trying to climb back up now. But with that being said, Golden Boy still has two potential superstar fighters on their roster. One being Virgil Ortiz and the other one, of course, being Ryan Garcia. Now, my thing is I knew that this fight was going to be very difficult to make because Ryan Garcia is probably the biggest name on Golden Boy right now. And he's still young, and a lot of people feel that Ryan Garcia is still not proven. And I believe that Oscar De La Hoya feels the same way. And I also told y'all that I don't believe that Oscar De La Hoya really wanted to make this fight. The only reason that this fight got this far in negotiations because you had Gervonta Davis that really wanted to make the fight, and you had Ryan Garcia, the fighters. You had both fighters really wanting this fight. But did the networks want the fight? Nah, not really. And did Oscar De La Hoya want the fight? If you ask me, absolutely not. Because when I heard Oscar De La Hoya just a couple of years ago say that Ryan Garcia was not ready for Gervonta Davis, oh, Gervonta's a beast, oh, not Tank. When I heard that, I said we won't see this fight for a long time. And if you ask me, till this day, Ryan Garcia still hasn't proven that he can beat a fighter on the level of Tank. But with all that being said, yeah, I do favor Gervonta Davis in this fight, but I give Ryan Garcia a big chance in this fight. You know, I don't know if it's a 50-50 fight in my eyes, but Ryan Garcia, he is dangerous and he do got a chance in this fight. And this will be the most difficult fight that Tank ever been in my eyes. And like I said, it's a losable fight for both fighters and it's a winnable fight for both fighters. With all of that being said, we waiting on the contract to be signed. We know that last week, probably a little over a week ago, maybe a week and a half ago now, Oscar De La Hoya, he came out and he says, look, I'm going to go meet up with Ryan Garcia tonight. Ryan Garcia has received the contract and we're going to go over the contract and we're going to go sign the contract. And I said, okay, we'll see. Now, immediately, you had platforms coming out telling everybody that Ryan Garcia had signed the contract, that Oscar De La Hoya and Ryan had signed a contract, the fight was official, and they was going to have an official announcement this week. And I said, that's a lie, because we haven't heard nothing like that from Ryan Garcia. We haven't heard nothing like that from Gervonta Davis. We haven't heard nothing like that from Showtime, Steven Espinoza, and we hadn't heard it from Oscar De La Hoya. So I said, whoever's putting out this news is a damn lie. They haven't signed anything yet. Now, of course, people gonna tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, today, right, over a week later, Oscar comes out and he says, look, we still haven't signed the contract. It's still small details that we need to work out in the contract. And I told everybody, if you go back and look at my other video when I talked about this, I told everybody that Oscar De La Hoya was going to say those exact words. Now, the thing is Oscar does not want Ryan to step into this fight with Gervonta Davis. He's being forced by Ryan. His back is up against the wall. Now he's trying to find every way he can to get out of this fight. And it's not Ryan Garcia. Ryan wants to fight. It is Oscar. It is the promoter. Now, he's telling you that small details have to be worked out still. He told us that a month ago. And then they were already supposed to have a contract where those small details were already worked out. When you got the contract, you said that, okay, yeah, everything is agreed to. Both fighters have agreed to everything. Everything's agreed to in the terms. So what is the small details that need to be worked out when we thought that those small details were already worked out? What is the problem, Oscar? Ryan Garcia obviously didn't have no problem. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of people were saying, well, what happened with the contract? What happened? Why did Oscar De La Hoya need to meet up with Ryan Garcia to get the contract? Because Showtime, they got the contract to Ryan Garcia. They didn't give the contract to Oscar because they knew that if they had gave the contract to Oscar, Ryan Garcia probably would have never saw the real contract. That's real talk, because Oscar didn't want to fight. He does not want to fight. So they did the smart thing by giving it to Ryan Garcia first instead of the promoter. So Ryan and his people can look over before Oscar De La Hoya got his hands on it. Now Oscar is, oh, well, we still have small things that we need to work out. And I'm not saying that this fight is not going to get signed and that they're not going to work out these so-called small things. But I strongly believe that Oscar De La Hoya does not want to fight, so he's stalling. He's going to make excuses. He's going to say, okay, well, we found this in the contract, so we need y'all to fix this. And we found that in the contract, and we need you to fix this. Sound familiar, don't it? Sounds familiar. Just like another fighter was doing that didn't want to fight. But this time it's the promoter and not the fighter. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can put two and two together. But anyway, the saga continues. We'll see if Oscar De La Hoya lets Ryan Garcia sign this contract, because y'all got to understand, Ryan Garcia is not in control of his own career, right? If the promoter say it ain't going down, well, it ain't going down. If the zone say it ain't going down, it ain't going down. So we got to wait. We got to continue to wait. And for all of this fake news saying the fight was confirmed and it was already signed, I'm going to ask y'all, what happened? Are y'all going to come out and tell everybody that you lied? Anyway, drop a comment in the comment section, because I want to hear from y'all. I want to hear from the people. Who do y'all think is stalling this fight out? Do y'all think it's Oscar, or do you think it's Ryan Garcia? Let me know in the comments, and y'all already know how I do. Hit my like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already a sub to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon. There you go, talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.